Hello.
It is now Saturday afternoon, and a lot has happened since then.
Saturday, March 23rd. Yes.
So, to rewind. So, we took the trigger shot.
It was good, very easy shot.
Yeah. Like
One
thin,
of the easier ones.
tiny needle, so that was
Pre-filled,
fine.
perfect. Boop, boop. Shoot it out, call it a day, went to bed.
And then Thursday morning.
I went into the office for the first time since I hurt myself because it was the last day before I was having surgery. And just to preface that,
So we went in at like 7 a.m. again, as we usually do. And I had to get blood work, no ultrasound this time, but got blood work. And then they called later in the day, like they always do, to give me an update how everything was looking. I needed to do another trigger shot that night because everything looked fine except my progesterone levels still
This
like
one
looked
was a
low.
little higher.
Yeah,
So.
they wanted to be like absolutely sure that like everything was gonna be fine.
I get this phone call right after lunch. And he's like, I'm downstairs outside the office building. I'm in a white van.
That's
So
sketchy at all.
just look for me. And I'm like, okay, I'll be right down. And I'm on the 19th floor and I've, got a bum leg and like I'm coming as fast as I can. It's raining. And I finally get down, hobble through the lobby. I'm like, I'm here. And this guy comes up to me. I don't know how he knew it was me. And he just reaches out with the shopping bag. And he's eating Sour Power in the other hand, which is ironic because that is his favorite candy, which not allowed to have anymore because it's really bad for you.
Yeah, like
But literally the same Sour Power that my boo-boo loves ever so tenderly. So he's handing me the shopping bag, and he's eating Sour Power, and outside of his white van,
Very
it's like
professional.
unmarked looking, and I'm like,
it looks like a sketchy drug
like I'm
deal.
outside of my office building, It's a very large office.
And this looks like a sketchy
And
drug
then he
deal.
hands me a thing and he hands me paper to sign. And he's like, all right. I was like, oh, okay. Well, have a good day. And I hobble back in with a shopping bag of, this Overdrell shot that is like packed in a thermal container with like all these ice packs and stuff. And shoved it in my backpack and pretended nothing happened.
And then,
What a story, though.
And then she came home from work later on. And we didn't have to take that trigger shot at a specific time, which was interesting. Like the real trigger shot, like the night before, had to be exactly at 11:20 p.m., not a minute before and not a minute after. But this one was just like in the evening, which seemed
They just
to
wanted
like
to get like more progesterone in, so it's like they were already did like the ovulation part. They just needed a little more.
yeah.
It was just funny. It's the same trigger shot. It was just like, oh, whatever you want. I'm like, okay.
So we did it at like 9 something, which was like our usual window that we would do like the other shots. So we're like, okay, to be consistent, we'll still do it at like 9 something p.m. So we did, and all was fine. It was the right medication. Like luckily, thank God that worked out, and we're now $70 poorer with that. But what are you gonna do? Add it to our tab. It's fine.
I'm drinking another beverage. Now it's apple juice.
Okay. So now this is the update for Friday.
March 22nd.
Yesterday.
The day that everything happened.
Yeah, yesterday.
And I mean everything.
Yesterday was a really huge day in the Mullen household. So it started with like a 4:30 a.m. wake up alarm clock situation where my wifey had to wake up and go shower and get all
ready.
dressed and ready. And she had to be in the
The
hospital
check-in
surgery
for-
check-in for 5:30 a.m. for
that kid.
a 7:30 a.m. surgery. So we're like, wow, it's kind of like, we were like gonna take like a flight. You're like waking up and like going like so far in advance
I could see why though, because it takes forever. You check in at one desk, you check in at, you get called to check in at another desk, and then you're checking in your chain. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Whole thing.
So many things. So
the long story short, the surgery went well. This is not about all that, but that's why I could not be with my beautiful wifey.
Yeah, so unfortunately,
so I got this big old thing on my leg.
Which I'll show.
Yeah, got a brand new ACL. They made out of my hamstring. They fixed my meniscus.
It's this like,
and it hurts like a mother bleeper.
It's this really like intense cast kind of thing because she can't like bend her leg at all, and like bathroom time is really interesting because we have a system where like I hold part of it up, and because you can't bend it, and
these few months have brought us very close. Anyway. My hair's great.
So, luckily I was able to be there for like the drop off and for part of it, but
they rolled me away. And
I couldn't be there for the whole thing,
time,
but unfortunately, like Kris couldn't be there for any part of my egg retrieval that was happening not that long after. So it's like we both had these like two really important things happening at the same time, but it was out of our control and there was nothing that we can do. So surgery went well, like thank God for that. So now it's my egg retrieval time, and my mom and sister came and they were like incredible.
I just woken up from surgery right before she was taken in, so it, got to know that I was fine right before they were like, we're gonna suck those eggs right out.
Yeah.
So it was good timing, I guess.
As you have seen or will see, I was absolutely terrified and became so like obsessive with how scared I was that I freaked myself out so much that when I was like fully changed in my scrubs and like my little like shower, when I was like ready to go into like what looked like an operating table, I mean it really was. I mean, I broke down and I was hysterical crying and like hyperventilating, and like 10 nurses like surrounded me and they're like, it's gonna be okay, and I was so petrified of just really being under anesthesia and feeling it while it was happening and feeling the pain.
Well, you were brave and you did it. You didn't feel anything, right?
No, I didn't.
See, like I told you.
Because of my weight, they said that they wouldn't put me completely totally out, which was also like adding to how scared I was.
It'd be the twilight, but most people nap anyway.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be totally out. So I had it in my mind that I was going to feel everything and I was going to like be aware of all of the pain, but I would be like still like so sedated that I couldn't like say, ow, that hurts. I could feel that, but it was going to be this like weird like hazy thing, and that like completely terrified me. But luckily, like, all went perfectly fine, and they were able to suck my little eggies out. But
that's how it works. I don't know. Wasn't there?
They only were able to get out 3 eggs, and the doctor originally said that he thinks like about 6 eggs. And when we were going for the sonograms, like all week, they said that they saw like about 4 to 5 eggs. So when they said only 3, which I think they actually did get out 4, but the 4th one was like too small and not mature yet.
Who judges things on their maturity? I'd be okay with immaturity at this point.
Yeah, I'm okay with like an immature little like goofy silly egg.
The 3 very strong good eggs.
But they were
that was the good news about that.
Yeah, they were.
While we were hoping for more, given our situation,
which will be like a whole nother video, like why we went with IVF versus IUI and kind of like
doesn't cover it.
Yeah, like we'll go through that, but
But we got 3 luckily.
But we got 3, which I am grateful for.
Me too.
And
call them the triplets.
The triplets. And
it's Mary, Mo, and Curly.
What's your name?
Larry, Mo, and Curly.
So my family stayed with me until like I was able to be discharged, and Javita stayed with Kris until she was able to be discharged.
Which was like 5 hours longer than it should have been. But that's a whole nother story.
She got really sick from like the medication and stuff.
So I was hoping to get home around the same time she was, but it didn't turn out that way.
But we were both like just emotionally spent from these really intense things that had happened, and so we just like passed out and slept and that brings us to today, Saturday, March 23rd. So I have just been very scared and overly stressed and anxious about this whole process, because it's terrifying and it's really intense, and so it's just wanting everything to just move along at the right pace and just be okay. So I did not sleep at all last night. I was really up the whole night, just crying, disappointed,
and I feel bad knowing that she was awake.
Just how could it only be 3? It was supposed to be more. Oh my God, because God forbid I never want to put any bad vibes into the universe, but having many embryos is great for peace of mind, that you have a lot of tries and chances and siblings, and starting out with 3 and not knowing what's it gonna become is absolutely terrifying, especially when I thought it would be 5 or 6. Then we are we're feeling a lot of intense emotional things, so let's watch something funny. Let's watch something lighthearted and funny, because we just need to laugh, and it's been a crazy few days, and let's just have a lighthearted, funny Saturday morning.
No, I love stand-up comedy. And I saw that Amy Schumer has a new special called Growing that premiered yesterday of all days.
And I was
it's about her pregnancy and stuff. I was all right.
I was let's watch that, because I was this is great. Her talking about her pregnancy and stuff, she'll give us her pregnancy vibes, and it will bring on good news.
And we'll get the call maybe.
And we'll go get the call later, and wanted to watch it to take my mind off of waiting for the phone call. And under 6 minutes in,
the 5 minutes and 54 seconds,
the phone rings, and
pause. They were Amy, stop.
And they call, and the nurse said, I just wanted to give you news about
your eggies
and how it's going. And she said that the 3 eggs all successfully fertilized,
and became little day 1 embryos.
Yeah, and
all 3 of them.
Maybe insert clip here
of us
crying. I think we'll insert that here now. The doctor's office just called and just said that our 3 eggs have fertilized, and they're day 1 of tiny little embryos. And I'm so happy.
Yay!
I didn't sleep at all last night, because
I did.
It was just so worried, yeah.
I was passed out on
well, we have lots of updates to share.
I'm so happy.
But just really happy and excited about that.
And we'll get another call on Monday on the day 3 to hopefully say that they're still continuing to grow and be precious cute little embryo. I'm sure the cutest embryos ever. Must be the cutest embryos I've ever seen.
I'm really excited and happy. And obviously the goal is that the 3 of them become blastocysts on day 5, and
then they're going to take some cells out either on day 5 or 6 to send for pre-implantation genetic testing.
So they'll do more tests
and make check all the chromosomes, make sure that everything's there. They'll be able to tell the genders and stuff, and they'll be grading them. And
I hope at that point, they're still 3 healthy, beautiful embryos, and I hope that they all have high grades. Thank you for your love and support, and we will talk to you soon.